Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an amazing story, how John Cena became a childhood hero. You won't want to miss this inspiring journey. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an epic story. If you love this video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop a comment below telling us your favorite John Cena moment. Alright, let's jump in and discover how this superstar captured the hearts of millions around the world. John Cena was not born a superstar. He grew up in West Newbury, Massachusetts, in a simple family environment where discipline, respect, and hard work were core values. From a very young age, John learned that nothing in life comes easy, and that mindset would shape his entire future. As a child, John was smaller than many of his peers and often felt the pressure to prove himself. Instead of giving up, he used those challenges as motivation. He discovered early on that physical strength and mental toughness could be built over time. Every setback, every taunt from classmates became a stepping stone toward his personal growth. Sports quickly became his refuge. Football and weightlifting gave him confidence and purpose. Training wasn't just a hobby for John, it was a way to escape doubt and build self-belief. He spent hours perfecting his form, pushing his limits, and learning that progress required patience and consistency. Beyond physical strength, John also learned the importance of discipline in everyday life. Early mornings, strict routines, and staying focused on long-term goals rather than short-term comfort taught him that success was earned, not given. Even in moments of frustration or failure, he refused to let discouragement take over. These early years planted the seeds of resilience. Long before fame, John Cena was already developing the mindset of a hero, one who never quits no matter how tough the situation. His childhood was more than just learning sports. It was learning the art of persistence, determination, and self-respect, the qualities that would one day inspire millions around the world. Discipline was the foundation of John Cena's journey. While others were resting, he was training. While others were doubting, he was pushing himself further. This discipline set him apart from a very young age. Every morning, even when tired or discouraged, John reminded himself that effort and perseverance were non-negotiable. He followed strict routines, especially in weightlifting. Every rep, every set, and every drop of sweat mattered. John believed that consistency would eventually defeat talent if talent didn't work hard. He meticulously tracked his progress, analyzed his weaknesses, and constantly sought ways to improve, understanding that small daily actions compound into greatness. This mentality carried over into his education and personal life. He learned to manage time, control emotions, and stay focused on long-term goals rather than short-term comfort. Challenges at school, conflicts with peers, or setbacks in sports became lessons in patience and self-control. John understood early that discipline was not punishment, it was the tool that would unlock his potential. Even outside the gym or classroom, discipline shaped his character. He learned to respect commitments, keep promises, and take responsibility for his choices. These habits formed in his youth would later define him as both an athlete and a role model. For children watching him later, this discipline became a powerful lesson. Success is built daily, not overnight. John Cena showed that greatness is not about luck or raw talent. It's about showing up, working hard, and never giving up, day after day. John Cena's introduction to professional wrestling was far from glamorous. He started in small gyms, performing in front of tiny crowds with little recognition and even less money. Sometimes, he would wrestle for a handful of fans, and the applause he received felt more like encouragement than true celebration. Many times, he was told he wasn't good enough. His look, his style, and even his voice were criticized. But instead of quitting, Cena listened, learned, and adopted. He took every piece of feedback seriously, using criticism as a roadmap to improve. Every mistake became a lesson, every failure a chance to grow stronger. He experimented with different characters until he found his voice. He tried bold, over-the-top personas, studied legendary wrestlers, and even mimicked certain techniques before making them his own. That moment changed everything. His confidence exploded, and the audience began to notice something special, not just his athletic ability, but his charisma, his energy, and the heart he put into every match. During this period, Cena traveled from town to town, often sleeping in his car or in cheap motels, all while balancing part-time jobs to make ends meet. The grind was exhausting, but it cemented his work ethic and resilience. This phase showed kids everywhere that rejection is not the end, it's often the beginning of something greater. John Cena's journey in wrestling proved that perseverance, adaptability, and belief in oneself can turn even the toughest setbacks into stepping stones for success. When John Cena introduced his famous motto, hustle, loyalty, respect, it wasn't just a catchphrase, it reflected who he truly was. Every word represented the core of his character, both inside and outside the wrestling ring. Hustle represented hard work. Cena pushed himself beyond limits in training, in matches, and in personal development. He showed that talent alone is never enough. It must be paired with relentless effort and determination. Loyalty stood for staying true to people who supported him, friends, family, mentors, and fans. Even as fame grew, Cena never forgot those who were there from the beginning, teaching children the importance of gratitude and integrity. Respect meant treating everyone with dignity, regardless of status. Opponents, teammates, fans, and even critics received the same level of courtesy. John Cena demonstrated that true strength is not only physical, but also moral, showing that respect earns admiration far beyond victories in the ring. Children connected deeply with these values. They saw in Cena a hero who wasn't just about flashy moves or titles, but about living by principles that could guide them in their own lives. He made complex lessons simple, turning his actions into teaching moments that inspired millions. This motto turned him into more than a wrestler. He became a role model, someone who could influence the next generation through both words and actions. Cena's hustle, loyalty, respect wasn't just a brand, it was a blueprint for life, proving that character and dedication are what truly define greatness. John Cena understood something very important. Kids don't just need heroes, they need hope. He made it a priority to connect with young fans, understanding that the right role model could shape their confidence and dreams. His colorful outfits, positive attitude, and never-give-up spirit made him relatable. Children saw him as someone who always stood up for what was right, whether in the ring or in real life. He wasn't just performing, he was sending a message. No matter who you are or where you come from, you can achieve greatness. In interviews and appearances, Cena constantly emphasized kindness, perseverance, and self-belief. He spoke directly to kids in a language they understood, often sharing personal stories of struggles and how he overcame them. He encouraged children to embrace their uniqueness, work hard, and never let fear or doubt hold them back. Beyond TV and wrestling events, Cena went further by visiting hospitals, meeting fans one-on-one, and supporting organizations like Make-A-Wish. These personal interactions showed children that heroes care not only about fame, but also about the people they inspire. For many children, John Cena wasn't just on TV, he was part of their childhood. His presence offered comfort, motivation, and the belief that they too could face challenges with courage and optimism. Through his actions, Cena taught kids that heroism isn't just about strength or victory, it's about compassion, resilience, and making a positive impact on the lives of others. One of the most powerful reasons John Cena became a childhood hero is his involvement with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He didn't see it as a duty or a publicity opportunity, he saw it as a chance to bring hope and joy to children facing unimaginable challenges. He has granted more wishes than any other celebrity in history, visiting seriously ill children and spending meaningful time with them. From attending birthday parties to meeting kids in hospitals, Cena made each encounter special, remembering names, asking questions, and genuinely listening. These moments were never rushed. Cena treated each child like the most important person in the world, offering comfort, laughter, and unforgettable memories. He played games, posed for pictures, and shared stories of his own struggles to inspire courage and positivity. To many families, John Cena became a real-life superhero, strong not because of muscles but because of compassion. His impact extended far beyond the wrestling ring. He showed that true heroism lies in empathy, selflessness, and the willingness to bring light into the darkest moments of others' lives. Through this work, Cena created a legacy that will last forever. Children not only admired him for his feats in the ring, but also for his heart and character. He taught the world an important lesson, that greatness is measured not just by victories, but by the lives you touch and the hope you give to those who need it most. Despite his popularity with kids, John Cena faced heavy criticism from adults and wrestling fans. He was booed, mocked, and accused of being too perfect. Commentators questioned his style, critics doubted his abilities, and some fans even openly wished for his failure. Instead of becoming bitter, he remained calm and respectful. He understood that not everyone would like him, and that was okay. Cena learned early that people's opinions can't dictate your self-worth, and that staying grounded is more important than trying to please everyone. He used criticism as motivation, not as a weapon against himself. Every negative comment became a challenge to work harder, improve, and prove through actions rather than words. He focused on what he could control, his effort, attitude, and performance, rather than the noise around him. This emotional maturity became another lesson for young fans. You don't need universal approval to stay true to yourself. Cena taught them that rejection or hate does not define your value, and that resilience comes from believing in yourself even when others doubt you. Cena showed strength also means staying kind in the face of negativity. He responded to hate with patience, humility, and persistence, demonstrating that real heroes are measured not by how they are celebrated, but by how they handle adversity. His example inspired countless children to face challenges with courage, understanding, and grace. As Cena expanded into movies, television, and hosting, he carried the same values with him. His work ethic, discipline, and positive attitude didn't stop at the wrestling ring. They followed him wherever he went. Whether acting in comedies, action films, or hosting shows, he maintained a clean, positive image that families could trust. Cena carefully chose roles that reflected his principles, ensuring that his fans, especially children, would continue to see him as a role model. Children who grew up watching him wrestle now saw him succeed in new arenas, proving that reinvention is possible. He demonstrated that skills learned through hard work, perseverance, and resilience are transferable to any challenge, inspiring young fans to dream beyond their current circumstances. He became a symbol of growth, someone who evolves without losing his core values. Cena showed that success isn't about staying in one lane, it's about expanding horizons while staying true to yourself. Fans admired not only his talent, but also his humility and dedication to making a positive impact in every field he entered. Even outside entertainment, Cena used his influence to raise awareness for important causes, support charities, and continue inspiring children and adults alike. His journey beyond wrestling reinforced a timeless message. Greatness comes not just from achievement, but from character, integrity, and the courage to keep growing. For millions of kids around the world, John Cena represented motivation during difficult times. His presence on television, in movies, or at live events became a source of hope and encouragement for children facing challenges. He taught them to stand up to bullies, believe in themselves, and never give up on their dreams. Through his words, actions, and personal story, Cena showed that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the determination to keep going despite it. Many fans credit Cena for helping them through illness, family struggles, or personal insecurity. Letters, messages, and social media posts poured in from children and parents alike, sharing how his guidance, humor, and dedication inspired them to keep fighting, smile through adversity, and find strength within themselves. That emotional connection is what separates entertainers from heroes. Cena went beyond performing. He touched lives directly, proving that true impact is measured not in awards, but in hearts changed and hope restored. His influence extends across generations. Kids who admired him in the ring now grow up carrying his lessons of perseverance, kindness, and respect into adulthood. John Cena didn't just entertain a generation, he shaped their values, inspired their ambitions, and reminded them that heroes exist not only in stories, but in everyday life. John Cena's true legacy isn't championships or movie roles, it's the hearts he touched. Every handshake, every smile, every visit to a child in need became part of a story far greater than any match or award. Even as time passes and new stars rise, his influence remains strong in the memories of those who grew up watching him. Children who once cheered for him in the ring now carry his lessons into adulthood, teaching others the values he lived by: perseverance, respect, and self-belief. He proved that being a hero isn't about perfection, but about effort, kindness, and consistency. It's about showing up, doing your best, and making a positive difference in the lives of others, no matter how small it may seem. For countless children around the world, John Cena will always be more than a wrestler. He will be a childhood hero. His legacy is timeless, inspiring generations to dream bigger, be stronger, and face life with courage and compassion. Through his journey from humble beginnings to global stardom, Cena showed the world that real heroes are measured not by fame or fortune, but by the love, hope, and inspiration they leave behind. For many, he will remain a shining example of what it means to live with heart, courage, and integrity.